go to bed early every night, but it's the same old fucking fight, and it ain't the dying of the light. It's hell, but it's alright, and I'm sore. My ribs ache when I breathe, and I don't want no goddamn more. Just wanna quit this shit and leave.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Felix Day channel on this lovely Friday the 13th, where I live in Pretoria, in South Africa. It is currently literally about 1,000,000,000 degrees Celsius. It is extremely hot and miserable. Um, First of all, let me say the title of this video is in quotation marks for a reason, because I very cheekily borrowed it from an album by the legendary Norwegian black metal band Emperor. I just thought it'd be a good fit for the topic of this video. So I'm gonna catch you up a little bit about what's happening with us. Um, so I finished work today. I'm now officially on my festive season break. Which is great. You know, I love my job. I'm very grateful to really do what I love for a living. But it's been a hectic year. It's been some hectic deadlines, some big projects, but we pulled together and we did it. And I am very much looking forward to a break. Very, very much. This time of year, I think, brings its own challenges for many of us. I'm sure many of you will relate to this. There's a bit of a melancholy about this time of year, I think, for many people, especially perhaps those suffering with mental health issues, present company included, of course. In addition to which, it is to be my first sober December, so there is a bit of anxiety about that. I'm extremely fortunate and extremely blessed to have just the best support network that any person could hope for. I mean, my family are incredible. My friends, especially Chantal, my bandmate, she's been nothing but supportive, and both her and her husband have been an absolute rock to me throughout this journey. And then, of course, I have the NA program. I have an amazing sponsor, and I'm engaged in or involved in various service positions within the NA, because service keeps you clean. That is definitely a fact. So the main topic of this video, the headcanon, if you will, bedtime. Who amongst you is scared of bedtime? Probably not a lot of you. I don't know. Maybe it's more common than you think. I think, for most people, it's possibly the best time of the fucking day. It used to be that way for me. You get to kick off your shoes, get into bed, cozy up, listen to some fucking true crime podcast or ASMR or whatever your thing is. I sort of like both of those things. I'm sure there's true crime ASMR out there as well. I think it's a thing that exists. However, a couple of years ago, and probably as a result of the plethora of substances that I was using, I developed an abject sense of terror and dread around going to bed. I can't quite explain to you what happens before I finally fall asleep, but it's a Lovecraftian horror. It's a cosmic horror that I experience. Once again, it's hard to articulate. It's like I get transported back to a certain period of my childhood. I get transported to a certain milieu, to a certain location where I used to live as a child, and it's like I'm back there, and it's the most horrible thing. When I do eventually fall asleep, it's fine. I don't suffer from night terrors, as far as I know. I live alone, so I don't know. Maybe I do. My cat will be the only witness at this stage. But yeah, I do occasionally suffer from sleep paralysis, which, if you've ever experienced that, also not a lot of fun, not a lot of fun at all. But it happens very seldomly that I experience sleep paralysis. Usually, whenever I'm, when I'm going through a period of extreme stress, the sleep paralysis will manifest. But it's getting to sleep for me that's the problem. I I feel so much anxiety about it that, and yeah, I'm being open and candid with you guys. There have been times that I prayed. I said, God, rather let me die than feel this way. It's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Not that I don't really have enemies, but if I did, I wouldn't wish it upon them. Or maybe I would. Probably, I probably would. Sounds like something I would do. um, so that I guess this was part of the reason for me making this video tonight, is so that I could sort of talk through my fear and anxiety, and then hopefully mitigate it a little bit, or mediate it, as the case may be. Um, I, it's something that I've tried discussing with my mental health team, but it's not something that can be given a name, really, as far as I know. There might be a name for it, but it's very close to a sort of, I don't know if I can call it psychosis exactly. I am completely aware of, like, where I am and what's happening, and yet still it feels that there's that dual presence, that I have this virtual presence that's projected, you know 30 years in the past, when bad stuff happened to me. Yeah, I don't know how else to articulate it. But I wonder, have any of you watching this video, do you have a similar experience? Where does it come from? I suppose trauma, like many things that will haunt you later in life, trauma probably lies lies at the heart and at the core of it. And somehow I must have, I suppose, unlocked this trauma when I was in my active days, in my active addiction days. So yeah, guys, I guess I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. We're on TikTok now. Felix Day is on TikTok. We're doing pretty well, getting good views. Go check us out there if you like short form content. We've posted some teasers for an upcoming album that will be out sometime towards the beginning of next year, that I personally am immensely excited about. It's a very ambitious project, and I think it's going to be fucking epic. That is my feeling. Once again, this band is only as good as the creative furnace behind it. And again, I'm very blessed and very fortunate to have Chantal as my partner in crime. Felix Day is our baby. It's such a labor of love for us. So yeah, guys, thanks for listening. I hope that you guys all sleep well, that you experience no terror or anxiety tonight or ever. We will be back with new videos and new music, and yeah, just stuff that's new. I'm looking at myself in this camera. I don't look particularly healthy. I look extremely fucking tired, but I've got a cool shirt on. I got a compliment at the NA meeting for the shirt, so I'm pumped for that. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a great night, and see you in the next one.